guys.
Welcome back with us. I'm Yulian.
I'm Huswatun.
We're so excited today.
Yes, because we have a special guest from Canada.
That's right. He's been living here in Indonesia for a while. Now today we're gonna talk about culture shock, favorite food, and all that fun. So let's
get started.
thank you for joining us today.
So you're very welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
I will to record this meeting. Is it okay for you?
Sure, you may.
So today I will ask some question for you. Before start, let me introduce ourselves. My name
Okay.
is Yulian Aryani Salma,
My name is Huswatun.
and we are a student from UNES.
Very cool.
Okay,
Nice to meet you both.
nice to meet you too. Okay, can you tell us a bit about you? What's your name? Where are you from? And where are you currently living in Indonesia?
Sure. So my name is Bradley Vatney. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm 34 years old and I'm currently living in Canggu, Bali, Indonesia.
How long have you been in Indonesia?
I have been in Indonesia for 5 years.
Oh, for 5 years. So since 20, 2020?
Yes, correct.
What are you currently busy with here? Are you work, study, or both?
Yeah, I have a job. I work for Finn's Beach Club as a software developer.
So when you came to Indonesia, like did you experience any culture shock?
Culture shock. Well, I've been to many other countries before. So I've been to India and Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam. Quite a few countries within Asia and Southeast Asia before. So while Indonesia is very unique in itself, complete culture shock, it didn't really happen for me because, I've been to countries that are far different from Canada, and I'm used to it by now. But when I first arrived, I actually went to Lombok. That's the first place I went to, was Lombok. And Lombok is just very small, quiet island, and there's lots of farming, and it's not such a big city. So that was really cool. It was like a small tropical island, and that was very different from what I've experienced before. But some difficult things to get used to for me is the heat, because there's heat and humidity. That can be very difficult. And the traffic and the bikes, lots of traffic in Bali on the bikes. And also I have to get used to the spicy food. And I'm still working on that, but I'm getting better at eating spicy food.
It's heard so fun. Like you travel to many countries, and
Yes.
for traffic in Indonesia is so So in Bali you usually use motorbike than a car. Yeah.
Yeah, I drive a motorbike, and I live very close to work, so the traffic's not too bad.
Okay. With Lombok, what the difference with Bali?
Oh, difference between Bali and
Yes,
Lombok.
yes.
Well, there's a few differences. I think the first one is that Bali has the Hindu religion is very prominent, and so there's lots of different types of ceremonies. But also, yes, in Lombok, it's more Muslim. And so I was in Lombok during what's it called? Lebaran and Eid. So that was really cool there because when it's time to buka puas, there's lots of vendors on the street to sell food, and that was really cool. And the other differences is there's less foreigners in on Lombok than in Bali. Bali has a lot more foreigners. I think there's Lombok has better beaches. I like the beaches in Lombok and the nature. But Bali also has maybe better infrastructure. Like there's more amenities and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, how about the prices? Like, is more in Lombok is more expensive or cheap?
I think it's more affordable in Lombok. Yeah, Bali is becoming very, very expensive now. Yeah, it's so popular place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to your country, what's most different? Whether it's lifestyle, communication, or
Wow.
anything
Yeah,
else.
there's a lot of differences. What's the first thing? Well, the climate and the seasons. In Canada, it gets very cold. We have lots of snow and lots of rain. In Canada, we have four seasons. We have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And in Indonesia, it's mostly just a wet season and dry season.
Yes.
So it gets very cold in Canada. And I think there's obviously a big difference is I'd say there's lots of differences in culture. In Indonesia, the religion is very important for the people. But in Canada, almost nobody that I know has religion. Nobody has religion. Nobody goes to church or to the mosque or anything like that. It's not very common. I think one difference also is that Canada is very multicultural. So there's so many people, you cannot tell who is a foreigner because everybody is from different places in Canada, right? You have lots of people from China, from India, from Vietnam, from Europe, from everywhere. And we're all just Canadians. But in Indonesia, it's really easy to see who's the foreigners, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I think more of a community culture in Indonesia. So in Indonesia, families are closer together, and there is lots of, especially in Bali, they have the Banjar, and they have lots of community events, and that's also related to religion. There's much more community, whereas in Canada it's very individualistic, and we often our families don't really stay together much. When we turn 18 years old, we move out from the house, and then when our grandparents become old, we don't really have them live with us and take care of them. We put them to the hospital or something, and I don't like that. I prefer how Indonesia has more group and the family stays together. Yeah.
Okay, so Brad, I want to know about food. Like, food in Indonesia and Canada, it's so different, right?
Yes.
And so, what's your opinion? What's the most delicious dish from Indonesia?
Oh, the most delicious. I like quite a few dishes. I think I prefer soto ayam nasi, and also nasi goreng. And also, I still like to eat some of my Canadian food too. So, what I eat almost every day at lunchtime is peanut butter and banana sandwich. Yeah, sandwich with peanut butter and banana. That's my favorite. So those are my favorite foods. And I also, Bali has so many restaurants with delicious smoothie bowls. So I like to eat smoothie bowls too. And Indonesia also has dragon fruit.
Yeah.
We don't have, it's very hard to find in Canada, but dragon fruit is delicious. And so I like to eat that.
If we try the Canadian food, it
What's you recommended
yeah for us.
Oh, Canadian food. Um, Canada, because we don't really have a food that is like Canadian, right? There is maybe some dishes, I guess, but our food is very multicultural. We just take a bit of food from everywhere else and present it.
Okay.
But if there's one thing that's Canada is famous for, it's called poutine. And that's from the French area in Canada. And it's French fries, kentang goreng.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's with gravy, like some sauce, and with keju. Yeah, with cheese. And it's very popular in Quebec, which is the French part of Canada.
Okay. About language, is it hard for you to talk Indonesia?
Well, sekarang saya masih belajar bahasa Indonesia, tapi aku belum lancar, tapi cocok untuk percakapan ya.
Okay. Your Indonesia is so good.
Oh, terima kasih ya, karena saya sudah 5 tahun di Bali ya. Saya belajar.
During your time in Indonesia, is there a place you like the most? Somewhere you definitely not refuse if someone invite you.
Um, if I would tell somebody to go visit somewhere, I think it would be Pantai Tanjung An in Lombok.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite paradise. Yeah.
Where do you usually go for holiday or for weekend? Sorry, for weekend. Do you prefer
Weekend.
staycation or exploring place?
Yeah. So I like to go just to the beach. Maybe if it's quite close for me to go to Pantai Barawa or Pantai Batu Bolong or Seminyak. And then if I want to do a big trip, I will go to Uluwatu, to Padang, or to Green Bull, and yeah. And then sometimes I go for a holiday to Malaysia, to Kuala Lumpur, or Singapore for a short holiday. Yeah.
So, what do you think Indonesian can learn from your country?
I would say Indonesian can come and learn French. Learn Bahasa Prancis.
Oh. Okay, so last question.
Okay.
If a friend from your country want to move to Indonesia, what would be your advice to them?
Oh, my advice. I would say start learning Bahasa Indonesia as soon as you can, because it's a fun language to learn and it makes it more fun to connect with the people of Indonesia.
Well, that brings us to the end. Thanks to Brett for the good vibes and cool stories from Canada.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay.
We're really sorry if our English isn't good anyway.
Oh, no, your English is great. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Yep, good job. Okay.
Thanks for listening and
Yeah.
have a great day.
Thank
Okay, you
Brad.
too. Good luck. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah.